on YouTube? The Apophis here, and welcome back to my channel. That's right, back to the usual intro. Yesterday's video was something special because I got a little something special for me, so I switched it up. But we're back on track. But yesterday's video is totally not the point of this video. If it was, there would be no point in making this video. So let's talk about today's topic, which is the small channel YouTube community. And how to savor the moment. And what I mean by savor the moment, you'll see when I get to it. Let's start with the small channel community, man. These guys are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I haven't run into a single person since I started doing YouTube that has shunned me or turned me away. Granted, I haven't ran around asking for things, but when I do get the opportunity to work with and talk with and interact with these individuals, like, nobody has turned a cold shoulder, and it seems like there's a very large amount of respect amongst all of us. Like, there's a large amount of mutual respect. Like, I don't find it, like, I don't want to talk to these people, I don't want to interact with these people. No, it's like, I click their videos, I watch them, I listen to what they have to say, and I'm like, wow, like, now that I watched this video, it kind of changed my perspective a little bit on the topic. Let me throw in my 2 cents, and it gives me a reason to make a video too. And I'm sure that that's a two-way street. Like, maybe some of these guys see my videos and they're like, "Oh, you know, your Apophis, he just made a really good point, but this is how I feel about it. Let me go make a video on it." And you know, if you're doing that, if you're finding a video of mine and you're like, "Oh, that makes sense," or "I want to add my 2 cents to that," by all means, go make a video about it, man. That's part of what's great about this community. Aside from that, my intro, you know, I didn't ask for my intro. Serial Assassin sent that to me one day because out of the kindness of his heart. Somewhere down the road, I made enough of an impact on him to where he took it upon himself to go, you know what, I'm going to give back to this guy a little bit. And that's epic. And I just did a dual com with Mixtor HD. Alright, there's going to be a link to his description in this video because he's like a huge inspiration for this video itself. This guy reached out to me. Just a subscriber of mine is absolutely in love with my content, and he wanted to give me a shout out because he's got more subs. So we got together and we did a dual com, and it really made my day to see how freaking happy he was to work with me, man. The guy was in utter awe, and I don't think that I deserve someone to be in awe of me, but it was just super awesome to know that some of the things that I've talked about or that my content has definitely hit home that much with somebody that it just made him feel that amazing to get to interact with me. But the crazy thing about it is too is like he doesn't even realize how blown away I was to be able to work with him, because knowing that somebody was like, look, I don't know if these fuckers were boosted or not, but I definitely pissed them off. I don't know if he realizes it or not, but you know, getting to work with somebody that wants to work with me that much is a huge experience for me too, you know. And I think that brings me to the savor the moment piece. Oh no, it doesn't. Back up. Sam, man, the Dire Charlton. This guy, I think we hooked up through Huppet, if I'm not mistaken, but ever since we've just been freaking going at it together, man. He invited me on the podcast, and it looks like that's going to be a regular thing for me, and he gave me a shout out, and we comment on each other's videos and like each other's videos, and we talk to each other's videos. I don't know, man, Just Dandy, he's another one that I've interacted with quite a bit. Mickey, I mean, I play with Mickey quite a bit on the Xbox, man. Like these are people that I would have never ran into without YouTube and without the opportunity to, you know, throw myself out there for a quote-unquote friend interview, I guess, right? Because that's what YouTube is excellent for. It gives the people watching you a chance to get to know who you really are, and it's kind of like an interview thing. Like, do I connect with this guy or not? And, you know, quite honestly, I feel like all YouTubers connect, and I don't think that it is done on purpose when you get bigger. I think, what I mean by done on purpose, I don't think the lack of this is done on purpose. Right now, it's easy. Right, I have 47 subscribers, I think, at the time that I'm recording this, and it's easy. If I get five messages in my inbox a day, I can respond to all 5 of those. It's nothing for me to do it, and I love doing it. If I get 11 comments on a video, fuck, I can respond to all 11 of those too, and I do my best to do that, unless it's a comment that I just have nothing to say on. So if I do ignore your comment, it's not that I disliked it or anything. I just didn't have anything to say on it, and I'm not gonna comment nothing, you know? Like, I want to give you a good response. So if I don't have it, I'm not gonna drop it in there. I'm not gonna cheat you out of a good response. But I am listening. I am reading and watching and loving the feedback. But right now it's easy, right? 47 people, not hard to manage. You can manage shit probably, even if it was like 4 or 5 grand, probably be pretty easy to manage. I could probably get through most of what was coming in, right? But when you're huge, right, and you have a couple 100,000 subscribers, you gotta think about it. Think about it like your own inbox, right? If Joe Schmo at yahoo.com gets 50 emails a day, he can sift through 50, right? That's not a problem. But if Joe Schmo at yahoo.com gets, I don't know, 700-800 emails every day, there nobody expects him to get back to those. So why are YouTubers expected to get back to everybody? Now I know that they all kind of started that way, right? Because when you're small, it's easy to do. It's easy to get back to everybody. But when you're big, man, you guys just gotta, let's cut them a little slack. There's no way they can respond to everybody. And that brings me to the savor the moment part of this commentary. Personally, I like it. I like being small, man. And that's not to say that I don't want to get big. Because everybody wants to get big. And maybe not even for money. I know for me it's not so much the money. It's just so that I can reach a greater audience. Because I feel like I have a lot of good insights on things. And I want to share that with as many people as I can. I want to make 1 million people laugh every day if I could. Or I want to, you know, maybe change somebody's life every day if I could. And the YouTube for me is an opportunity to do that. And it's not about the money at all, in all honesty. But right now, like, I'm realizing that savoring the moment is what I should be doing. Like, yeah, I want to get big. We all do, right? That's why we do this. We wouldn't do this if we didn't want an audience. But by being small, I get to interact. I get to build relationships with you guys. I get to maybe develop friendships with some of you guys, which I have done, and it's freaking amazing. It's just absolutely phenomenal, the leeway that you have as a small YouTuber, right? Because, as I said, I can get back to every message that's sent to me right now. I can respond to the comments that are left on my videos right now. And I know that it's not always going to be that way, or at least I hope, right? In a way, it's kind of a bittersweet thing. Like, sure, I know one day I'm going to get to a point where there's not enough people, or there's not enough of me to get back to all the people, because there's just too many people. And that'll be super awesome in the sense that my message will be getting out there. My message will be hitting more people's ears and maybe impacting more people's lives. If for me, I got one person that I know for a fact that it just is blown away by the things that I've done, and I'm sure he's not the only one. Actually, I know for a fact 2 of them are just completely helped by some of my most recent videos, and they've been very vocal about it. But for me, being able to do that for 100,000 people would be phenomenal. I'd be like, holy crap, what a different change that my life has made for people. And I think that that's awesome. But I'm going to lose the ability to be personable. And it's not going to be that I don't want to be, because I'm definitely going to want to be. It's just, man, right now it's easy. Right now. But if I got a couple hundred of messages a day, I don't think there'd be anything that I could do about it. And that's kind of saddening, but semi-exciting. I don't know, it's so bittersweet. That being said, man, if you're contemplating YouTube because, oh, I don't know if I can get big, then, man, you just need to pull the trigger and do it. You need to pull the trigger, start your channel, and don't worry about being big. I can't imagine not having the things that I've had since I started YouTube. And I'm not talking tangible things. I'm talking the intangible relationships that I've been able to build. Like, being able to play with some of these guys that I never would have ran into. I mean, we have a fucking blast every time we get together and we play. Every time. It's nothing but laughs. Yeah, sure, it's Call of Duty. There's a little frustration, but it's never directed towards each other. And it's always freaking amazing. I've been able to play Call of Duty stress-free because of some of the people that I've met on YouTube. And that's a challenge in its own sometimes. It's like I wouldn't have been able to, you know, connect as well with the couple subs that I have without YouTube. So there's just something about it that really makes it worth it, and it's not even a tangible thing. So if you're thinking about it, man, go for it, because the community is wonderful. Don't let one bad apple ruin it for everybody, man. It is really a great thing. Alright guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I really, 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 truly mean it. If you like what you heard or saw, I know that gameplay was a little active, and I really kind of wanted to talk over that one, but it was a great amount of time for this. Anyway, if you like this stuff, just click the like button. It ain't going to kill you. And if you want more of it, click the subscribe button. That probably won't kill you either, and if it does, I'm so sorry. I had nothing to do with that. We're going to blame YouTube. And as always, there's a couple videos on the screen. Click them. You might like them, you might not. If you don't, well, you know what? That's great. Good for you. You're allowed to have an opinion, and I'm glad that you at least took the time out of your day to view those. And as always, everybody follow me on Twitter. That's where you're going to get my updates. Man, podcasts, game, times when I'm gaming, all of that is on Twitter. Okay, if you don't like Twitter, well, you're probably going to miss out a little bit. Also, send me questions. Send me things you might want advice on, and I might very well throw it in a video. And if I do use it in a video, I'll be sure to link you and give you all the proper credit. Alright, everybody, thank you so much for stopping by. Everything you've done for me, for all the other commentators out there, everything you guys have done for me, man, it means so freaking much. And it's so great to know that there's people out there that give a shit. Okay, and for all of you that watch, thank you so much. Just the same amount, man. Knowing that you guys value my content makes me want to create more. So thanks for stopping by, guys. I hope you all have a very, very excellent day.